Yo, 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 and welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. My name is Sanji. With me is Andrew. How you doing, boy?
Welcome. What's up, man?
I love that all my mods have fucking said welcome. I fucking love that. I love that.
Has to be done.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Minus an own goal, ruining my week, but it's fine. We're here.
I can't wait to catch up on the Discord and the Hive and the obviously we're referring to Matt O'Reilly. If
Of
people
course.
don't know who we're talking about. Yeah, I was at the game, by the way.
Yeah. Your video pregame was. I was like, dang, man, I want to be there. By the way, I can swear on this, right? I can. A little
Yeah, you
bit.
can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Perfect.
Like,
I don't know why I just
yeah.
said dang.
Yeah,
Get me outta here.
I don't give a shit. Like, come on now. Yeah, I mean, funny enough, it sat right next to me were a couple of American people actually. I had the weirdest question from one of them as well. They were Verbruggen was in net, and the guy was like, "How do you pronounce this guy's name?" Verbruggen, and he just randomly immediately starts heckling Verbruggen, yeah.
Man, at a Fulham game too.
Yeah, I mean,
of all places.
The thing is, I wonder if there's a big American following for Fulham because of the likes of Clint Dempsey and stuff like that.
Yes,
Anthony Robinson, U.S. player,
do like Jedi, but no.
No, no relation whatsoever. Pure coincidence.
No, there's more of a Liverpool following, I think, for the Fenway Sports Group, the ownership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, the game was good. I mean, I'll touch on it a bit later as well. I think what we'll do is just get into a bit of biz. So listeners, welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. You're listening to the regular pod, which is our free pod. Typically, it's a bit of a review of the game week sort of thing. We do have another pod that we do waivers for, which you can find on our Patreon for the low price of $1 per month. So get it while stocks last sort of thing. If you found us right now, we're covering the regular pod. So typically how these pods go is we have two halves. In the first half, we do a bit of a data dump where we kind of look back at the previous scoring game week, so game week 14, and we discuss the default scoring categories. And then we do a league update section. We kind of catch up in our leagues. What was good, what was bad, what things we can improve on, stuff that we're thinking to do, in terms of waiver picks, that sort of stuff. And then we take our halftime pint. And then after that, we jump back in to answer questions that we get from our Discord, from our lovely fans and listeners. And if you don't know what the Discord is, it's basically the place to be. If you want to chat to us, chat to fellow listeners, fans, reps from the Inside Track series, and it's free to join. All you got to do is just message me, ask me for a link, and I'll send you a link. Other than that, I need to do social plugs. So, Ross, can you please do that right here?
Yeah, for sure. So you can message us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handles at BanterB. On Discord in the Draft PL channel, Banter Boys #6585. On Reddit, /Banter_boys. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, all under the name of Banter Boys.
Okay, so hopefully you've listened to Ross. If you're listening to us on Spotify, if you don't mind taking a quick second to go to our main page, give us a rating, 5 stars, would truly appreciate it, because I think just over 30% of you have rated us that actually listen to us. I know the numbers. I see the numbers. Come on, guys. Quick click. If you're listening to us on YouTube, we'd truly appreciate if you give us a thumbs up, follow, subscribe, all that sort of jazz. Also, leave a comment if you want. We always go through all the comments that we get, etc. But yeah, we truly appreciate it. It would help to grow the brand massively. I've done all the boring shit. Ugh, I'm tired now. Do you want to chat anything before we jump into the pod?
Yeah, for sure. I've been waiting to do that forever.
Just Ross says, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think that kills me in Naru every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now let's just dive into the data dump. And then,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
mostly what I
Cool.
want to talk to you about is a game, obviously. So we're gonna do that later.
All right. Let's do that then.
Ay, 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 ay. Fantasy with the Banta Boys.
All right, so starting with the data dump, we're gonna start things off with key passes as always. So the highest number of key passes in Game Week 14 was 5 by 2 players, Bowen and Isak, and then 4 key passes by a few players here: KDB, Lucadinha, Eze, Morgan Gibbs-White, and Kudus. Thoughts, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, Bowen just keeps on going despite Lopetegui. Isak really broke my heart here, facing my Liverpool.
Yeah.
He looked brilliant out there. Really
What a
shut
fucking
down.
goal though by
My
Isak.
God, that was
Like,
a banger, dude. Oh
yeah,
my
it
God,
was
what
really
a
good.
ball, dude.
Yeah,
He really shut down some doubters because some were starting to,
yeah,
with his injury history and whatnot. KDB as well. He's back. I mean, why'd we ever doubt
yeah,
that?
yeah.
I love that Digny was on here. I picked him up for 5 fab because someone dropped him in IGL. That was cool.
That's mental.
Thank you.
That's mental.
And Morgan Gibbs White with 4 in 62 minutes. I love that. Please do something so I can sell you.
I think you sell him now. Like it was against Man City, one of the quote unquote tougher teams in the league or whatever. I honestly I don't know if it's gonna get better than this. I say sell now.
This might be the moment. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna send out trade offers like I have been. Pepper everybody. No one's exempt. You're all getting one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please bite.
Listen, I'm so glad that I got that Morgan Gibbs White Kudus trade done.
Oh.
Like Kudus came back this game week and fucking went off.
He banged. He also had 4 key passes.
Yeah. For a shit team. Like,
oh my God, they're so bad. They're so bad.
How does Lopetegui still have a job?
I think it's just 'cause it's a short week. That's gotta be it.
That Monday game is basically like El Saco.
Oh yeah,
Like,
they're both gone.
if that game ends up a draw and they both lose their jobs, I will lose my shit. Like,
they're cooked. The goose is gone.
oh my God, it's so bad. It's really good to see Eze back as well.
Yes.
I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, no, I had him last year. I loved him. He's so fun to watch. Like
Yeah.
him and Elise last year were just so fun.
Yeah.
And obviously without him, they've struggled a bit. He's kind of kept on trucking. He's had a bit of unlucky periods. Early on in the season, he had a free kick that was a goal, and then got called out by the ref, and he was also like, I messed it up.
Yeah.
He's had a few goals against him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would say owners were quite unlucky to start the season.
Oh, big time. Have to agree with you there.
Yeah.
Especially for a first round pick. But, I would have taken Ezzy now over Philip.
Which Philip? Andrew? Please, do tell us.
Foden.
So Philip of House Foden. Yeah. Oh man, no, honestly, like my heart goes out to you guys. I have no idea how you're like putting up with the bullshit. Like first round pick, not getting points, not getting starts, like, and what's worse is like now Nauru's jumped on the train.
yeah.
Like everyone's like buying low.
Robbie just drafted him in Bash. We're all jumping in. They're all diving into the pool, and the water's not great.
Yeah, like it is right now the perfect time to buy Phil Foden on a low, but
Oh yeah.
at what cost?
I saw somebody was offering like McNeil because their next like 2 months of fixtures is just awful for Everton.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Depending on where you are in your league, that's a pretty good move.
Yeah. But who's to say Foden gets starts, gets minutes? Like,
You don't know.
KDB's back. Like, he doesn't need Foden, does he?
I mean, he's been pretty bad. But
Yeah.
I think it's the wingers this past weekend weren't really wingers to start the game until Savio and Doku were brought in, which obviously you need a bit of space for him to operate. And they were just, if you look at their average position, it was more central than it was out in the wing. And so he kind of, it worked into Liverpool's favor because you've got Trent and Robbo out there. So, like, if you can just condense them and have them do less work, sure.
Yep. Yeah, that Liverpool City game was bizarre, man.
Felt great.
But I mean, like City have kind of tweaked things a little bit. And before we move on to the next category, I do want to kind of touch on Jack Grealish playing a more central role, right? Got some good ghost points as well. Like, I think that's the Man City asset I kind of want to go for right now.
I might send out a couple.
Yeah,
I might go fishing.
Listen, Morgan Gibbs' wife for Grealish and maybe a bit more. I don't mind it.
Honestly, that's not a bad deal.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's the best place to get feedback as well, the Discord. So
yearly polls, baby.
There you go. All right, let's move on to shots and how many were on target. So the highest number of shots attempted was 7 by Modeki. He got 5 on target. Then 6 shots attempted by a couple of players. Palmer had 4 of his 6 on target. Watkins had 4 of his 6 on target. And then 5 shots attempted by KDB, who had 3 on target. Gordon had 2 of his 5 on target. Dango had 0 of 5 shots on target in 25 minutes, which is kind of ridiculous, but given the fact that he played Spurs, it makes sense. And then Souček had 0 of his 5 shots on target. Thoughts, Andrew?
Fucking Nani Madueke.
Did you come up against him this league?
No, I don't think I did, actually. But I have Nico in a couple leagues, and so I'm a little bit hurt. I lost by 3 in 1, which I could have used Nico in. I really could.
Yeah. He should be back next game week, though.
Oh, yeah. So. Yeah, he'll be back.
I think the reason why Nico is benched is because with the yellow card suspension thingy looming, it's like they don't want to be in that Spurs game without him.
Yep.
And Spurs play with a high line, and Nico's perfect for that, right?
Oh, yeah. So tactically, it's really smart.
Horses for courses, baby.
Horses for courses. The Dango thing is crazy to me. 5 shots in 25 minutes.
Right?
Hey, those are key passes for somebody important.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Dango's always been a good player and a player that can offer potential points. It's just that he's so frustrating to roster and to manage because he smashes it off the bench. He starts and does nothing. It's just like, make up your mind.
Do you at least text me when you are going to go off?
Right?
Give me an idea. Souček as well. I find that one interesting. Watching him play is like, he kept taking some headers. I'm like, yo, it's got some potential there, and then you just don't bag him, and it's like, what? What are you doing? Why do I even like you?
Well, playing Leicester, it makes sense that you get opportunities, right? Yeah. That's why we saw 2 of the West Ham players in the key passes as well.
Yeah, and my boy Bowen, keep feeding.
Yeah. Oh, fucking love Bowen, man.
20 ghosties, man.
Yeah, well, listen, he saved me because I started Sar that evening as well, who got 0 points, and I was shitting absolute bricks. But listen, it's weird because Bowen to me never used to be a ghost points machine ever. He felt so return dependent. But the thing is even if he is return dependent, chances are if West Ham score a few goals, he's in and around in terms of getting a goal, getting assists. He's a big part of their play. And I used to doubt him so much. And then Robbie P, Ati Makara is one of the TDS content creators, basically finally was able to convince me this season. And that's why I'm doing so well in IGL is because fucking Bowen, man. He's
Bowen, man.
He's so good.
Yeah, you're right though. If they put a couple in, 1 or 2. This past weekend, actually it was the Arsenal game. What are you guys doing? How are you guys putting these in? And he wasn't even anything to do with them, but normally he's right around it. So he's gonna have something.
Yeah, he's starting to approach that level where just don't bench him. You have to play him. It's what Dutch Cowboy says: start your studs.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'd rather go down the ship. The guys that I drafted first, second, third round, outside of Phil Foden right now, and I'll take those losses.
Yeah.
I'll take those losses over trying to get too cute with it.
Yeah. It's you know what? It's like the same thing for like Isak and Gordon owners this week. And listen, just want to say sorry to anyone that we might have convinced to probably bench them, because the thing is, like, a lot of fantasy managers on multiple formats I know benched Isak. Like, you look at like the official fantasy Premier League game, a lot of my friends benched Isak because of like what Howe was saying, and there were doubts about him. And like, okay, Newcastle have been playing like shit, but I don't know, man. Again, go back to sorry studs. Like, don't overthink it, maybe. And the thing is, it was a home game, so maybe you kind of weigh that a bit more than just, okay, Liverpool, one of the best defenses in the league. Yeah, so bit of an overthink there, maybe.
I mean,
a little bit.
Who you're going to replace that talent with? That's what it filters back down to.
Yeah.
And Dutch Cowboy, true. He's not wrong.
Yep. But yeah, the names here seem fairly straightforward, standard. Nothing really screams out like out the ordinary. So next category, Acker crosses into the box. Highest number this week was 3 by Luca Digne. Thoughts, Andrew?
Loved it. He had 19 ghost points this week.
He fucking went off.
Yeah, no, that was great. Sharp FC in our Discord is not happy with me.
I mean, H must be really, really happy. Like, kept the faith, started him, got his points.
Yeah, well, I saw him start. Yeah. I didn't expect him to go because midweek game. Same. And they've been experiencing some rotation on that left side. And when I saw him start, I'm like, we might have a good day here.
Yeah. I'm kind of upset that I didn't draft him or get him in any leagues this season. Like, usually I am a bit of a champion of his, but it was like last season, you saw the rotation, he was getting injuries, this and that. Like, I don't know, for some reason I was just put off. And I don't think even like our Inside Tracks rep John was fully convinced that he was going to keep that spot. But yeah, I don't know. Villa assets in general this season have been very unpredictable, I want to say.
And I think, so I traded my 3rd round pick in IGL. No, I took an extra 3rd round. I traded my 5th round. And the guy with my 5th round, he picked Maatsen, who was going to be the other left back. So he must have listened to John. I don't know, but there's definitely some doubt there.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of the season to go, right? So we never know what happens.
Short. Yeah.
All right. Finally, we look at the extra categories and the outliers for them. So tackles 1, the highest number was 6 by Ndidi and Andre from Wolves. Dispossessions, there was a high of 6 by Kulusevski. Interceptions, there was a high of 5 by Ryan Christie. Clearances, there was a high of 11 by Ndidi. Successful dribbles, there was a high of 6 by Doku and Kudus, usual suspects. Aerials, there was a high of 9 by Kilman, and block shots, there was a high of 3 by Cody and Christensen. Thoughts, Andrew?
The Kulu numbers kind of hurt me. I lost by 3. He had 3 points taken off.
He screwed a lot of people over tonight.
Golly. That's all I needed was 3.
Spursy, yo.
Yeah, very Spursy. Great bottle job.
I mean, credit to Bournemouth. They're a good fucking team this season.
They are a good team. People keep overlooking them. And it's like, they're going to give you some trouble. And if you're not going to show up and play, then don't show up.
Yeah.
But, you got the usual suspects. I laughed when I saw that 6 by Doku and Kudus. I was like, of course. Yeah. Why not? The 11 clearances by Ndidi, that was a bit of a shocker.
I mean,
it's a lot.
Remember the stats for that West Ham Leicester game? Like, West Ham dominated. Like, they had all the possession, all the chances created. They just didn't score. Like,
didn't do it.
Yeah. Like, Hermansen went off that game.
Yeah. He cooked.
Yeah.
God bless
absolutely
him.
Cooked. Yeah.
Everybody started him.
Fuck him.
Not me.
Fuck that troll. Oh, I'm so upset with him.
Like an asshole.
Every time I drop him, he like goes off. I grab him, it's like 2 points. I'm like, no, I'm not going back there again. And then frigging Verbruggen tonight got like -2 or 3. It didn't matter in the end, but now I'm like,
started him too.
Do I drop him?
I think I'm gonna.
You know who I'm kind of eyeing up now? Fraser Forster.
Oh yeah. No, that's not a bad play.
It's just because Spurs are so shit, they will let
They
chances
will
up.
give up the chances, and
Yeah.
He's probably going to save more than he lets in, right? He's got to.
Yeah. Just saying.
I mean, that's just math.
Yeah, quick maths. But yeah, it's like you said, the names there are fairly standard. I mean, Cody, I'll mention just because Leicester changed managers. It was Ruud's first game. He changed the system. Actually, I talked about it on the waiver pod. Quite a few teams. I mean, obviously because it's fixture congestion and you're rotating and stuff like that. But I do think like a couple of teams did try new things, and Leicester was one of them, for example. Because Cody and Vestergaard started, Okoli and Wout Fass dropped out. So I'm not saying, listen, this is not me trying to tell you go pick up Cody, go pick up Vestergaard. I'm just saying be mindful of the fact that there are things changing around. So other assets might get affected and this and that, you know.
Telling people to go pick him up. Let's get a nice little base level of block shots.
No. Unless you're my opponent, then definitely go pick them up. Like,
well, then, yeah, anyone listening who I'm playing against next week, pick this guy up.
Yeah, he's
gonna
great.
go far.
Against me, he's great. Yeah. Cool. That's it. Shall we move on to the next segment?
Yeah.
Okay, so league updates. All right, Andrew, since you're a guest, I'll let you go first. Tell me, how did Game Week 14 go for you?
Okay, a little disappointing. I went 1-4 again. That's second week in a row. That's not my favorite. IGL, though.
That's kind of rough.
Big win. Against Sharp FC, 120-66. That was kind of nice.
Oh.
Kind of steamrolled him, and he's definitely had the better season so far. So I drafted in that league. I took Rodri, and I took Declan Rice, and I took MGW, and I had an extra third round pick, so I took Declan and Rodri in that round.
Yeah.
Which obviously has been pretty good size flop. All three of them. It's been great, but my saving grace in that league usually is Mo, and
I fucking love Mo.
He's so fun to roster, man. Like, just it's electric. You've got a bad first half going, and you just know he's gonna come out with a brace and an assist, and you're like, we're fine.
Yeah,
we're fine.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I do need that 40 burger from him every week because the rest of my team is dog shit right now.
Yeah. I mean, the way he's playing though, like, I wouldn't put it past him. Like,
I've got a chance every week because he will
generally
potentially put up 35.
Yeah, and I mean,
God
it's even better as you being a Liverpool fan to own him.
Dude, it's the best.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, that is, that one hits like drugs every time. Home league though, I lost by 23. I had a chance tonight. At one point I was down like 5, and then the own goal hit. Perquez didn't have a goal go against him, so I got the cleano. And I was really banking on Spurs put in at least 2, but they had to bottle me. So what are you gonna do?
See, I can't even like have sympathy on you because you were banking on Spurs.
Okay, fair. Not the best gamble.
And the thing is as well is like, I mean, it doesn't always apply, but like with these late night fixtures, like evening fixtures, because typically like default prem is like middle of the day or whatever like for us out here, right?
Yeah.
But for these evening games, I think you just back the home team. Don't even look at the clubs that are playing. Like it's the vibes, it's the atmosphere of the stadium. They get behind the players.
Yeah.
It's different.
I wasn't behind Kirkez either, even though he scored a goal for me last week when I streamed him.
Yeah. It's Spurs.
It's Spurs, bro.
It's Spurs. Yeah.
Fucking Spurs.
So, what was good about your 2 leagues?
So obviously Mo went off for 36. Declan hit double digits. He had 18, I think. Digny had 19, and MGW, even bigger than everyone else, he had double digits.
I can't believe he got double digit score.
11. Like, not very high on the double digit scale, but he hit him.
Trade high.
Buddy, he's back.
I don't know. Like, what happens if Game Week 15 you roll him out and he gets like 3-4 points? What are you gonna do?
Cry like I've been doing every other week. Like, what do you mean? Nothing's different. Take my L and walk away.
Yeah, I guess. I still think put out some feelers out there.
Oh yeah, no, they're getting.
You've got to do.
They're getting peppered. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like Genie out there. They're all getting fed.
Oh my god, Genie is insufferable with his trades. The last one I got from him was what? Chaloba for Garnacho. I didn't even bother rejecting it. I was just like, what's the point? Like,
just leave it there and hope he doesn't decline, like restrict it, and then if they get injured.
I don't know. Yeah, right? Like, fucking hell. What about home league? What was good there?
Dude, just Bowen and Mikolenko, honestly. Everything else was just kind of middling to suck, and just a lot of rotation. Ahmad was rotated. Honestly, would have been better if I started Ahmad off the bench over like 3 of my defenders, because they got me negative 0.25. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, outside of Mikolenko.
Yeah,
not a good average.
Went off.
Yeah. It's aided by a clean sheet and assist, but hey, I captured it.
Yep.
But he's already dropped. Don't worry.
You already dropped him.
Have you seen their fixtures coming up?
Yeah, but still, you never know.
It's Murderer's Row.
You never know.
You kind of do though.
I guess I would have potentially maybe tried to sell him for a couple of fab first to sell him.
I'm in first in that league. No one trades with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fucked then.
Yeah, exactly.
You have no option. Yeah, fair. Like, you're trading with the waiver pool. That's the way I look at it.
Trades.
Yeah. That's so sad, but it's so true.
That's the game you play.
Regrets.
Okay, so starting a bench Emerson in IGL. I was in a work meeting and I jumped in the voice chat with you guys. Didn't realize he was not starting.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
It didn't matter. I dropped 120, so he got me a key pass.
Yeah, imagine if you started Sufal. So, I mean, not much worse, but yeah.
It could have been worse. It could have been a Wolves defender.
Could have been Craigie Doe.
R.I.P. bud. Force him out.
I can't believe Jacob started him in 4 leagues.
Oh, the leagues. Oh, what was it? Like -10?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. That's rough.
Poor guy. He's so nice.
Yeah, he is. He's such a lovely guy. So good. Wissa only scored 1.5 points.
Yeah, Wissa. 1.5. And dude, you're going to get that sometimes, but
yeah.
He's scored really well since he came back from injury, so I'll take it. I still won big.
Yeah. Fair.
Except in
what
Bash.
About home league? Oh, you lost in Bash?
Yeah, I lost by 3. Kulu.
Oh, I've not even seen the scores in most of my leagues, to be honest. Sorry, I was out. I've had a few pints. Like, I'm just here to fucking chat numbers, like, and have vibes. Like, I have no idea what's going on, like.
Yeah, you're right. You've been busy.
Yeah.
Home
I've
league.
been working.
I streamed Kwanzaa. That didn't work out. That went along with Robbo, and that didn't work out great. Collins didn't have a great game either, so those 3 didn't really do much in the way like they normally do. It's never good when you ship 3 goals. You just...
Well, both sets of defenders, in fact. Yeah.
Each time I'm like, -4. Okay. Sick.
Did you watch the Liverpool-Newcastle game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what was weird to me is that Gomez getting the early sub, even though it sounded like Kwanzaa was getting rinsed. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the combo of them both on the right side, they were just...
Yeah.
That Newcastle press really worked against them. And they didn't seem to be very comfortable pushing the ball over the top. Like Trent was when he came on.
Yeah.
And Sobo made a big difference out there when he came on. Honestly, those subs saved us. That first half was ugly. Like, we couldn't get the ball out of our own end. And the right side was just hooked. Anthony Gordon and Isak looked like they were just doing whatever they wanted.
Yeah. Oh my god, that fucking Kelleher leave as well for Shaw's equalizer.
Honestly, so I'm not gonna bag him on this one. He saved us a lot.
Yeah.
He's done us a lot of good, and I can see what he was thinking there. But that late in the game, you kind of gotta go up and get it and just come down with it.
Yeah.
But that was kind of a miracle play by Fabian Schär of all people.
Yeah.
He's been
he's got a goal threat.
He's got goal threat. He does, but this season he's been dog shit.
Yeah.
And he was pretty much on the baseline. He did not have an angle on that ball. Somehow he pulled it in.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, hats off to you. They fucked us. It sucked being up by a goal with 10 minutes left and not coming home with the 3 points, but sometimes you take them.
Yeah, for sure. Roster concerns. Is anything you're mulling over at the moment?
Oh, trying to trade out MG Dub.
Yeah.
I should sell high on Declan too, actually.
Actually, I'd keep Declan.
Their set piece threat is crazy.
Yeah, exactly that.
Feels
that's why I'm keeping
like
Declan.
An automatic 6 points for him every time. 8 points when you add in the key pass.
Yeah.
Just and DCL as well. I can't drop him.
No, you can't. No.
He's worth too much, but I want to drop him because he pisses me off.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, it's Everton. Before this game week, they were the only team that didn't score a goal in 4 games.
Yeah. Which is insane.
So I owned DCL in other formats of fantasy football for weeks when they had their easy fixture run, and he just refused to score. Racked up all the XG, got all the chances, just kept missing them time and time again. So I get wanting to get rid of DCL, but in that roster, is there a specific position that you're trying to fill? Or is it just more I just don't like DCL, I want to get rid of him?
Don't like DCL, I want to get rid of him. My other 2 forwards in that roster are Mo and Wissa. And honestly, I could just survive with Mo because he's getting me 30 points a week.
Yeah.
And then just really hammer home the midfielder role and start 5.
Yeah.
So there's really no roster positional concern, and I'm not one to think about a lot of people think about I want this to be really balanced throughout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. As long as I can start them and I'm going to get the points.
Yeah.
That's how I win. So I don't give a shit.
Fair.
But home league, Foden again. Fucking.
You dropped Retur.
Yes, because he didn't start and I needed to start. And Scout, TDS, all of the aggregates on Twitter said he was going to start, and then he didn't. So he got the act. So hopefully I pick him back up. Yeah,
but
and
it's
they all think he's trash. I've tried to throw him in on trades. I'm like, have you not looked at him play? And they're like, honestly, no. And I'm like, okay, great. So you should. He is better than what you think he is. And no, he's dog shit. And I'm like, okay, sick.
So you probably just grab him as a free agent. Then.
Yeah, I can probably just get him for 0.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a top 80 or 90 asset, and they just think he's dog water. So
that's mental.
That's what I've been trying to tell them. They don't want to listen to
me. That's crazy. I guess, is there anything else you want to mention? No?
Definitely not Super League. They got rinsed, but no, we can move on.
Who got the punishment this week?
Dude, me. You're looking at him.
Oh, did you actually?
Yes, dude.
I told you, I'm so out the loop. I have no idea what's going on. You're on the punishment? Oh, I cannot wait to rinse you after this podcast.
Oh, big time. I got washed, and I knew
it. Is it your first time?
This is my 3rd time.
Oh, it's your 3rd time? Yeah, that's true. Sorry. I've had a lot. Okay? I've had a lot.
Dude, it was halftime of the City game, and I'm like, okay, I'm losing. because KDB already had 30, and he had Doku, Grealish, and Haaland. I'm like, all right, well, I'm losing that. Maybe I can not be worse in the week. Nope. No one did anything.
What's funny is that you can't even blame Mo for this because he's not even been here.
Nope. I just started streaming once he was gone. Sorry.
Oh my god. That's too funny. That is too funny. There's no waiver FA picks because it's like midweek fixture. They're clearing tomorrow, and I mean, if you want to discuss like waiver stuff, I'd say go listen to the Patreon pod if you kind of want to pick at that.
Great plug.
But are there any other players that you're like? Are there any players that you're eyeing up at the moment? You'd say
Mateus Fernandez, in a weird way, for Southampton.
Yeah.
I played him in Bash this week. He got me 9 for.
Yeah.
Just I needed a guy, and that's better than Kulu got me. So that's a big win.
Yeah, that's fair. Who is Southampton playing? They are away to Villa. Bit of a tough fixture. I feel like Villa potentially turning the corner.
Seem to be rounding into form.
Yeah.
I mean, Leon Bailey, if he's matched up with him, I think he's still got a chance. But
yeah. I mean, I don't hate the Mateus play, to be honest.
No, I don't either.
Mid-4, mid-5.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And if he can get you anything over 5, you're pretty happy.
I would like 10, but being realistic, 5, yeah. Sometimes
anything over
5
that
feels like, yeah. It's better than a negative 10.
Don't lose my week.
Yeah. True. Cool. So my update. So I'll start with IGL. So I won 135 to 112. I'm now first overall in IGL, if you look at the overall table.
Wait. Overall, like the entire table?
Yeah, the entire table. Just go click the IGL league and I'm at the top.
You've been too busy for everything else, but not too busy for that?
Well, I mean, I've got Mo in this league. I don't gotta do fucking shit in this league. Like, bro, I literally chill in this league. It's mental how I've gotten by in this league. But the standouts were Tarkowski, Bowen, Iwobi, McNeil, Salah, and Tyler fucking Adams. Oh, I love Tyler
Adams. I meant to mention him, actually. He's looking great. He was all over the pitch.
He's putting up points. Like, I like points.
Everywhere. We love points.
Yeah, we love points. Also, special shout out to Iwobi, like being at the game tonight, the Fulham Brighton game, like watching the points come in, because like I was down like 10 points or whatever, and like I went with like some of my Dynasty League mates, and like Lemon of Troy was in there, if you know him from our Discord. Who else from that? Frenchie was there, the guy that did the presser, in the Newcastle outfit. Yeah, Nick, right? So we went to that game and I was just like, all right, guys, I just need Iwobi to smash it.
He was
witnessing that
tonight.
firsthand. I was just like, oh my god, yeah. I lost my shit a little bit.
Oh my god, I would have too. How do you not?
Yeah.
He was immense. Yeah. I mean, that first goal, that first goal was like such a gift. Like they just put it on a platter for him. And dude, I would have needed a new pair of pants, probably.
Yeah, honestly, it was so good. Oh, I wanted to also mention one thing from the game. I don't know if it like came up on socials or anything like that. So there was a pitch invader in that game.
I didn't
know.
From
our end of the pitch. The kid jumped onto the pitch and ran all the other way to the other side of the pitch. Did a knee slide in front of the Brighton fans with both middle fingers up. It was genuinely the greatest fucking pitch invasion I've ever seen in my life. Like, this person needs to go into, like, Fulham fan folklore. Like, it was great. It was honestly great. And while he was running there, he was flapping his arms like a bird to, like, mock the Brighton fans. It was great. I guess they didn't show it because why would they, like, want to, air that? They wouldn't air that, right? Yeah. Surely somebody would have recorded that, whatever. It was so good. It was
mental.
So good.
He did the knee slide and everything, like a Selly.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
Incredible.
Generally fantastic. But back to league updates. IGL regrets. The only regret I had was really at the start of the game week when I played Ismail Assar and he got the 0, but then it didn't really matter in the end, I guess.
Yeah, I just checked you are first in the entire thing.
I saw you. I saw you pull up the phone. Thank you.
Well, I had to fact check you.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I know people don't say it's not a thing. I don't care, right? If I end up there at the end of the season, I'm fucking taking that shit. So
you're gonna be that Fulham fan, like sliding all the way to the.
Oh, on my knees, middle fingers up. Oh, let's go, Flappy Bird style. Roster concerns. So my only concern here was like I've been really worried about having a mid 4. Cause so again, I go back to this is the team that I showed you guys on Discord that you guys were like, "Are you showing off?" Yeah, don't roll your eyes at me, guys. This is an audio only format, but Andrew's rolling his eyes at me. So my mid 4 when I was going into the season was I got James Ward-Prowse for 75 fab. Biggest failure ever because he's basically turned into like an absolute dud. So like I've constantly been playing with the waiver wire like, okay, I need someone that I can kind of rely on just to get me like 9 points or something. And that's the thing. I was just like, you know what? Tyler has been putting up some points. Let me just stick him in.
Yeah.
Goes up and gets 14. Like now I'm just like, he's my steady Eddie glue guy.
You've got Bowen, McNeil, Iwobi, right?
And Tyler Adams now, yeah.
We're cooked.
Yeah. Like, I fucking love this team. It's such a good team. Defender 3, though. The reason I'm saying that is because I'll say my 1 and 2 are Pinnock and Tarkowski in no particular order. And then the 3 was Milenkovic, but because Nottingham Forest have this terrible fixture run, and like they're obviously like now finally starting to concede against. Yeah, so like I'm wondering if I do that as well. Like right now, Joe Gomez is my defender 3, but after his early sub shit score, is he gonna start against Everton? Like,
to say, I mean, Everton obviously always gives us trouble. Like it's a derby, and so I expect to see Trent back and either him or Kwanzaa. You know, since Kwanzaa played more, you know, maybe you see Joe Gomez as a right center back, but either one can go because defenders, like whatever.
What if I told you I also have Kwanzaa in the Steve?
Then you're fine. Fuck you. What concern do you have?
Nothing, I guess. Okay, so we'll move on to DPL then. So DPL, I got another win, a rare win, because DPL is always fucking chaotic. I'm legit just in this league now to just like disappoint other managers, which I managed to do this game week. So I came up against Joe from TDS, because I think Joe is like top 2, top 3 team in the league. Ooh, so he's like on course to like potentially, he's maybe even first. Actually, let me check the table real quick. Let's see. Where are you, Joe?
Are you just not having a good season in DPL?
Yeah, DPL's just been dog shit. Yeah, Joe's actually top of the league. 30 points. So, like, I'm just here to poop in the party. Like, yeah.
I don't blame you.
Right? I'm not gonna win, so like I'm just gonna still do my best, put out a good team, that sort of stuff. So yeah, I beat him by like 20 odd points. High scoring affair. The goods were quite a few people. Lacroix, Munoz, and Eze, the Crystal Palace boys, came through in that first night of the game week. Mikolenko, Damsgaard, Enzo Fernandez, and Kunku, who I've been holding since fucking draft day as my second round pick. Let's fucking go.
I remember all the mock drafts we were doing, and you took him so early. You were the single-handedly only person drove his ADP all the way down to like a second rounder.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But listen, I held him for this exact same reason, and it came good. It came good. I'm probably still gonna hold him just for vibes. Like, why the fuck?
I think you have to. Especially during this period. Like, you know, Nico's not exempt from getting a yellow. He's right up against it.
Yep.
And we have like, 8 game weeks in 7 weeks or something? Yeah, you have to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ruin somebody's week. Because if you drop him now, like, what are you even doing? Why are we here?
What's the point? Yeah, exactly. And also shout out to Iwobi. I think Iwobi's the one asset I've actually got in like 4 or 5 leagues.
Dude, I think
he's my most common like player or whatever. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Underrated
he's so
asset
fun.
in the draft this season. Yeah, so fun. So good.
I regrettably took Pereira over him. Regrets, man. You know? What are you going to do?
I don't blame you for making that choice because Andreas has sets, so he's got like a natural path to key passes.
Yeah.
He's got goal threat as well. He's one of the top players, especially when Mitrovic was around. But for me, the reason I went Iwobi as well was a bit of like the eye test, and I'm a big proponent of this. Is like I enjoy rostering, drafting players that I watch eye test wise as well. Like as if it's like prime
fun
example.
To own. Yeah.
Yeah. Right? And it will be just he looks like he enjoys playing, he's got vibes, like his celebrations are great. Like, yeah. It's just I like the player, he scores points. What could be better? Regrets, nothing. Concerns, nothing really. I had to drop Igor Thiago in this league, which I wasn't really chuffed about because I think if I kept him, it would have been an illegal roster and I would have gotten 0 points. So I gotta figure out a way to kind of bring him back in. But the thing is like in this team, I've got a solid set of forwards. I've got Brandon Johnson, I've got Njai, I've got Nkunku, I've got Mavididi, Raul Jimenez, and Xerxes.
Yeah, it's a lot of forwards, man.
6 forwards.
You can only play 3.
I know. I just really like forwards apparently. Like, so I gotta figure something out, or maybe do a trade because like Genie's in this league and Genie loves his United players, so maybe I try and give him Xerxes.
Loves a trade. And is that his team that has like 10 United players on it?
Yeah, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, you've got to... He wants Xerxes. He wants to add that.
Yeah, probably. And Garnacho I have in this league as well, so maybe I give him both and try to get someone else. Like, I don't know.
Fun deal. Send it now.
Yeah. All right. Maybe in the morning when I'm not as intoxicated, probably. Okay, cool. Those are league updates. So I think what we'll do now is take our halftime pint, and we will be back after the break with some questions. So we'll see you in a bit. And we are back. Drew, what are you drinking?
So this is a tubular. It's a somewhat local brew. It's by Orono Brewing Company. It is 7.2%, and I have had a few too many of these tonight.
Great artwork, by the way.
They're top tier. That's something about the local breweries that I just love. All their artwork on the cans are just like 10 out of 10.
So how often when you pick a beer do you let the artwork make your decision?
Probably about 65% of the time.
Okay, fair. Do you actually ever look into like what it tastes like, how it's made, this and that? Like,
I make sure it's an IPA first.
Yeah, fair.
After that, I'm like, you know what? Vibes are taking over. That's my choice.
Yeah, love that. All right, we've got some questions. All right, why don't you kick things off then, Andrew?
Yeah, I will. Yeah. All right, so Someone88 has asked, getting your friend drunk before you initiate a lopsided trade, is that unfair? Or is that knowing your opponent and all is fair in love and war moment?
It is definitely unfair, but I'd probably still encourage it.
For the chaos, I would encourage it.
Yeah.
Would I feel great about it?
It's your friend.
Would I feel great about it?
Though.
No. But would I do it? If it gets me a win, then I might do it.
I do it because it's my friend. If it was like a person that I just met in the league, I'd maybe let my conscience take over.
If it's a new person in like your home league or something, I'd be like, I'm not taking advantage of this moment. I know too much.
Yeah.
I can't even trade with these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, have you ever done this tactic ever? Have you ever tried it? Getting your friend drunk and then trading? Actually, wait. I mean, you've gotten drunk and we've traded.
Yes, we have.
But I did not give you that drink, so.
No, you had some idea I was drunk, but like I was.
Did I?
I consented.
I don't know.
I was consenting adult.
Okay, yeah, fair. Very interesting question. All right. Next one is from Blimey OG Pie.
I just noticed he changed his name to that.
Yeah. So
Fucking
this is from Draft Pie. Who was on our pod last time, one of our lovely mods. So his question is directed to you, Andrew. While sitting in Burger King this morning having a post-Xmas party dirty breakfast, I overheard some Americans saying that British sandwich culture, in brackets, names and types of sandwiches, is better than back in America. What are your thoughts?
Listen, I have many thoughts, and this is all wrong, and I don't think they're allowed back. This is traitorous behavior. Our sandwiches are just better. Names and types and taste and just in general everything. Sandwich related. I'm not going to give us everything, but... Oh, God, I just went on an American supremacy, rant. Send me home. Throw me in the ocean.
What, is it called a sarnie or a toasty?
It's both, apparently. Two different things. Who would have guessed? Why do you call it a goddamn sarnie?
Whoa, don't associate me with these people. I'm just as foreign as you are, okay?
You're right. It's my bad.
I'm still adjusting to the fact that they call it crisps, potato chips. I struggled with that one massively when I first moved here, mate. Do
you have any others that you still struggle with?
I pour too much milk in my tea. It's not a saying, but
why would you? What? Tea doesn't need that.
What do you mean tea doesn't need that?
Come on. Tea doesn't need milk.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Don't make me tell you that it's a toasty.
Oh dear. Okay. All right.
What? Tea does need milk, surely.
Okay, so
wait, no, it depends on the tea.
Off topic.
It depends on the tea.
Off topic here.
What? What?
This lady. So when my wife was working on the plane, as a flight attendant, this lady was like, "Oh, do you want some tea? Do you want some milk with your tea?" And she goes, "It was another flight attendant." She goes, "No, I'm not a bitch," or something.
What? Wow.
They had a bit of a rapport, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's it was fine. But she's like, "I don't need no damn milk in my tea."
That's crazy. No, surely it depends on the tea. No?
I'll leave that one up to the Brits.
Wait, it's uncommon in the US? If I come to the States and I'm like, can I get milk in my tea? They'll watch me funny?
I would.
Oh my god, I'm definitely doing that. That's amazing. I didn't know that. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a thing for us.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Mind blown. Let's move on to the next question. So it's from Mr. Nauru. Placeholder quiz question for Andrew sent to me. So I think I need to go into my DMs. I think Nauru sent me some wild ass question for you. So let me just pull that up right now.
Boy, here we go.
I'll be fine. Maybe. Okay. So, yeah, I remember he sent me this long-ass thing, and my response was just lol. I was just like, what the hell is this? I was like, okay, yeah, these guys are coming up with some crazy shit. He's got 5 questions for you. Yeah.
Told me it was 5.
Okay, so it's basically all Fantrax data-related stuff. So, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right, no, we'll be fine.
Question 1. This player sits second in ghost points scored, but was only drafted in 6% of leagues and had an ADP of 349. Who is it? And I've got clues if you need one.
Is it ghost points per start or total?
Oh my god, why are you making this so professional? It's just second in ghost points. I think it's total.
Does it include goalkeepers?
I'll give you a clue that he's not given. It's an outfielder.
Okay.
Do you want the clue that he gave you? The clue is he's an aerial machine. I can give you another clue. He was on your fucking roster that you mentioned on the league updates. Yeah. Yeah. That's mental. He went absolutely under the radar start of the season.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
No one picked him up, and somebody in my home league actually dropped him. After
What?
Yeah, it was like a 2-week spell where he didn't really perform.
Oh yeah, he was shitting the bed for like a couple of weeks.
So
Yeah,
he
yeah,
gave
I
up
did
on
that
him.
as well, actually.
Yeah, and I was like,
yeah.
okay, swoop in. Thank you.
Yeah, fair. Question 2. This hyped up new signing ranks 3rd in total fab bids, but sits 226th in total points
Fucking
scored
Somerville.
with a measly 48.75. Who is it? It's not Somerville.
Fulkrug?
No, you
James
want your clue?
Ward-Prowse?
No, I'll just give you a clue and put you out of your misery.
Okay.
Because you're getting further and further away from it. The clue is he is a Turkish Abi.
Oh, Purdy.
Yeah, there you go. What a great clue, though. Like, you instantly got it. Ferdi Kadioglu. Oh, yeah.
That's so good.
Question 3. This star boy is the 11th best midfielder for points per 90 with a minimum of 5 starts. Who is it? If I give you the clue, you're automatically going to guess it.
You said it was a British star boy?
No, I didn't say it was British, but this star boy. He's the 11th best midfielder.
It's not Harvey Barnes, is it?
It is Harvey Barnes
Fucking
without the clue.
Damn it.
Naru. His clue
Naru.
was it's his favorite Newcastle winger.
I knew it would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
You want to know how I know?
Why?
Because it didn't start.
Shots fired. Question 4. So this World Cup winning goalkeeper sits as the 6th highest drafted goalie, but sits 28th in goalkeeper points per game. Which goalkeeper won the World Cup? Who won the World Cup recently?
Honestly, don't remember. Is it Emmy?
Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's Emmy. Argentina.
Yeah. So I'm right.
Yeah. I was like, you don't remember? What?
I'm like 4 deep, okay? I'm doing my best.
Phrasing, but okay. Question 5. When added together, how many points have Collins, Kadioglu, Harvey Barnes, and Emi Martinez scored so far this season?
My God, not enough.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
391.
This is actually true. Yes. Oh my
Shut
God.
up.
Are you kidding me?
Fuck.
You have to fact check this after, by the way, because that is amazing if that is true. Like, what a question.
I'm so upset.
That is so good.
He's rubbed my nose in it.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Like, this isn't about you. This is just amazing. Like, all right. Naru, as always, man, lovely questions. He's got one more though. This is an all-time classic question, and I've been saving it for a special occasion. Are there more doors or wheels in the world?
Oh, easy. Doors.
What?
Doors.
How are there more doors?
Do you know how many buildings are in the world?
Yeah, but do you know how many cars there are in the world?
Yes. Cars have doors.
And all the buildings also have chairs that have wheels.
No, they don't. Not all.
Yeah, well, not all, but...
Some.
But there are wheels in the buildings as well.
Yes, but there's a lot of doors. Not just
I'm gonna go with wheels.
entering. Oh. I'm heavily going doors.
Is it just because of the buildings?
Yes and no. I definitely AI'd this a little bit.
You cheated? Come on! Wait, so, okay, now that you AI'd it, what did AI tell you?
It said it's hard to get a definitive answer, but, they kind of lean towards.
Okay, so AI gave you its opinion, not a fact.
Correct. But I'm right. That's just how it goes.
You see, this is why he gave you the 391 answer question. This is exactly why. Oh my God. All right.
Yeah, I've earned it.
Okay, I think I'll have to ask you the next question as well, because I think it's probably directed at you. Yeah. From Matt O'Reilly fan account.
Sharp.
From Matt O'Reilly fan account. So I think this is Sharp FC. Maybe a repeat, but with Andrew having his first guest appearance, I feel it's valid. So he's got 3 questions for you. First question is, what type of superstitions do you have when it comes to fan tracks?
I'm not that stitious. I guess it's goes back to don't sit your studs and play them. Don't get too cute with it.
Yeah. Do you have any like first game of the game week superstition?
Oh,
like,
I hate
try not to start too many
an early game.
first game.
I hate the
I
early
hate
game
it too.
because if you play like 3 of them and they all shit the bed, that just sits with you for like 2 days.
Yeah.
And I can't look at that.
Yeah.
I open up my Fantrax like 30 times a day. I can't do it. I avoid that leak.
And sometimes when you avoid that game completely, their asses that just pop off, and you're just like, why the hell didn't I go to that?
And it feels great.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can never get it right, so I just don't.
Fair.
And if I do, it's because I played my stud.
Yeah.
Because I trust him.
Do you have any traditions when you watch football or stuff like that? Like you have to have a coffee a particular way, or you have to have a particular toasty, or like...
No toasties in this household.
No, but like, do you have like a particular tradition when you like match day comes around, that sort of stuff?
So if it's, I definitely pull out like my Jota kit and I wear that. I've been looking for it. I don't know where it is. Like I have no idea where my kit is.
You lost your kit.
I know it was here like a month ago. I don't know where it is now.
Did you bring it to London?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I thought about it because I thought that'd be funny to show up at dinner with that on.
That'd been fine.
I would have laughed. I don't know about you guys.
I would have enjoyed it.
But I didn't bring it.
Yeah.
So I don't know where it is. But usually it's that.
Okay.
And usually I put my son in his Liverpool like onesie.
Oh, that's too cute.
Yeah, I don't know if he's outgrown it though. I bought it when he was really young, and so he's huge now. But it probably still fits. I haven't put him in it in a little while.
Fair. Question 2. What's led you to be a Liverpool fan, and since when?
So I'm like a fairly newer fan, so like 2019, 2020-ish. But one of my good friends put me onto it, and just how they play and how like counterattacking and how unafraid they are. That kind of resonated with me just because the possession game just isn't very fun. Like think of Spain back in like 2010-ish.
Yeah.
When it was just like death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a fun watch. And so like looking at how Klopp played it, where it was like heavy metal type play, that's what got me.
Yeah. I mean, Liverpool are now a bit different, right?
We've changed.
A bit more possession.
We've
heavy.
changed. We definitely have. We're more particular. And we'll turn on like that Klopp style once in a while when we need to. But we don't take the same chances. But I think it's a good thing to have the option to turn it on when you need to, because these guys, they don't wear down as much.
Yeah, true. Question 3, recycling from Pie's question. What's your favorite Liverpool kit ever? Do you own it? And how many do you own, and which ones? Basically, they just want to know about your kit collection.
Well, they'll have to join the Discord. We have the new...
Oh yeah, we started another channel. True, forgot about that.
All the channels. But my favorite one is last year's third, the purple one.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
I've always liked the color purple. Ever since, just the color royalty. A little history nerd here, but special shout out to like the 06-07 home kit. That just it's a banger. Retro type deal. Got the whole like heavy neck.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah, very, very true. Yeah.
But I only own last year's or the year before's home kit, the Jota kit I referred to earlier.
So you're due a kit.
What's that?
You are due a new kit then.
I am due. Yeah, I need to get a new one.
Yeah. Wait, where do you usually source them out in the States?
I think they just actually went out of business. I'd have to look at my text messages and just make sure which website it was. But they just went out. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got connections in the UK, so that's also an option.
I know a few people.
Yeah, some people. Yeah. All right. Do you want to take the next question then?
Yeah, this is a good one. You are walking down a dark alley in a very sketchy neighborhood. Which 3 current EPL players would you like to have come with you to feel safe? This is from Sweetness McBossman.
Fucking love that name.
It's so great. And also, since this is a draft fantasy community, please do a snake draft and pick 3 players each. So I think you go first.
Okay. I'm trying to think of who are like absolute thugs in the league or whatever. You know what? I'm gonna go with Adama Traore first. I'm gonna go for muscle.
Ooh, baby oil. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
bigger in person, by the way. Just saying.
Dude, he looks huge.
He's so massive, bro.
I'm gonna go Verge.
Oh,
big,
okay.
Big time.
Fair. Okay. All right. It's your pick again because it's Snake.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna pair him up with Konate because it's just a natural pairing.
No Liverpool bias.
No, I mean just center backs. One's got speed, one's got the speed and brute.
You've just like fully thought this out completely, like with stats and like. I'm just here like going for vibes and like okay, cool.
I also think they're a good time.
Yeah, fair. All right, so you've got 2 of your Liverpool boys so far, so I've got 2 picks to go. I think next I'll go Christian Romero because I do think he's a bit of a crazy guy.
Well, he might be a little bit dirty.
Like mess somebody up.
Yeah,
a bit.
He's not afraid.
Yeah, he loves a red card.
He loves a red.
He would take a red card for me in a dark alley. Like.
Yep. No, I get it.
Next, Who would I go for next? Let me see.
It's tough.
I'm wondering if there's anyone like a bit kind of feisty in like a midfield or something like that. Yeah, this one's tough. I feel like I should go with Chelsea player. So I don't. You know what? I'm gonna go with Cole Palmer.
Oh, tell me why.
Just because, like, I feel like he doesn't give a shit. Like,
you don't think he looks a little bit soft?
No, but if the situation's tense, like, he's just gonna say like something stupid and just like cut the tension, make me feel like more safe, and like he can do no wrong as well. Like, he can do no wrong.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go there. What about you as your final pick?
Okay, so Liverpool bias not aside, I would go King of Egypt here, Mo.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it'd be easy, but if I'm thinking like, hey, we're really gonna get in a fight and like he can't cool it down, I think Tarkowski.
Hey, I thought
he
about
knows
it,
some shit. He's older.
Yeah. I get that. He's a big bloke as well.
Yeah. Huge dude.
Yeah, very much so. Cool. Next question, which is perfect because I think it's for you as well. Oh, well, the first part from Draft Pie is to both of us. Who has got the best profile name in our Discord? I think we both know the answer to
Sweetness.
that. Oh, Sweetness. You fucking win any day, bro.
Dude,
every
time. Sweetness, boss man.
Ugh, great name. Follow-up question specifically for you, Andrew. Why did you not spend longer than 1 second thinking of your own profile name?
Because I'm me. Why would I want to be anything else?
What is it? Andrew with 2 W's and a few numbers?
Yeah, that was just because somebody else already had just like flat out Andrew.
Right.
But online communities, I've used like just my name for like quite a while, so it just doesn't bother me.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you the question that I ask some of our users when I'm completely bored. Do the numbers mean anything?
Absolutely not. It was forced.
See, that's a way better answer than telling me, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Like
based on nothing.
Based on nothing. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, again, I think the next question, I think I'll think. Okay,
I've got a good answer.
The
for
next
this.
few are for you. The next few are for you. So yeah, I'll keep asking. So it is from Prash Hazard FC. If Slot wins the Premier League and UCL this year, how would you rank Klopp, Benitez, Slot, Hodgson, and Brendan Rodgers?
Well, first and foremost, it's only December 5th. We've got a long way to go, and we're just really working hard to improve every day, and just show up and do our job. If we happen to win the Prem or the UCL, hey, it's a hell of a year. But we're not getting too far ahead of ourselves over here.
Yep. Because we can win the league too, right?
You could. You've got 6% chance right now, according to BetMakers.
6%.
That's better than last year.
Yeah. Everything was better than last year. Like everything. But how are you gonna rank these lads?
Honestly, no idea. We're what, 17 or 18 total games in with Slot. Like, there's a lot of work to be seen. So far, I really love what he does. He's not afraid to make changes. He just, at halftime, or before that, he'll just make the change, and it always just seems to work. I really love what he's doing, and he just seems very calm and collected, and he walked into a situation with a very good team already, good culture, and didn't have to make many changes. He just said, all right, I see what I have. This is my system. I'm not going to change much because I don't have to.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to be seen.
I think like the order that he kind of listed the names is probably the order that I would kind of look at it as well.
I can see that. Klopp, Benitez, Slot. Yeah. Hodgson, Brendan. Yeah.
Like Hodgson, Rodgers, you could probably flip a coin for.
Yeah.
But the other is like, I'd say Klopp, Benitez, Slot in that order. Like, it's Slot's only first year. Like, if we were talking about like 2-3 consecutive years of trophies, then different scenario.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you just said, we've had him for a couple months.
Yeah.
He can't be in the top 2.
Yeah. All right. Next question. I think this is for you. I'll still ask it, and then I'll let you take the last one from Honest. So this one is from O'Reilly's Espresso Bar, with pointing out that Andrew is not even the only Andrew in the mods team.
No,
I don't know if that's part of the question, but I read it out anyways.
Don't disrespect Draftash.
Yeah. So his question is, gents, is there any way better salve to a bruising game week than the next one starting in less than 48 hours?
No, because I happen to need it right now.
Yeah. Oh, because of the losses.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, I'm kind of dreading that waivers are like in less than 12 hours.
Are we even going to look?
Or 12, 13 hours? Something like that. I've not looked at anything. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, bring on the football, man. Love football.
I do love this like period because, you wake up, it's Wednesday, and for us, it's like games at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, I'm still at work, but I've got my iPad. I'm streaming it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same. I love the congested period of the season. By the way, what are your thoughts on cup games? I don't usually pay too much attention to them, but I just lost almost everywhere except the Discord Super League Cup game, and my daughter has asked me why I keep shouting yes.
Is he meaning like our side leagues, or what does he mean?
Yeah, so I think like IGL and DPL and stuff like that, they run their like seasonal cup games or whatever, right? Where you just get mashed up with random or mashed up against random people in like the entire system of IGL. You're going to discover it like later on in a few game weeks or whatever. But do you care that much about it?
I mean, I'm a little psycho like competitively, so yeah, I'll care.
Oh my god. I mean, that is Andrew's response. My response is like, I think it's just sheer dumb luck. That's what it kind of comes down to. Because in these cup games, it's not like you're playing against your league mates where everyone just has one instance of each asset. In a cup game, you could potentially face up against assets that you own as well. So you can't even really plan for that, right?
You're right. I mean, if you're gonna play yourself, pretty much, which you could theoretically.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
What can you do? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But all gas, no brakes,
Yeah, there you go, baby. His daughter. Okay, so like him like referring to his daughter, asking him like why he keeps screaming yes. Have you ever had family look at you weird or ask you weird questions when you've had reactions to football games or something like that?
All the time. All the time. Yeah, and mostly it's like, Andrew, can you get off your phone? I'm like, I mean, no. No, but I should definitely do that more.
Yeah, that's like a common theme when I'm hanging out with my sister as well. She's like, "Why are you always on your phone?" I'm like, "How do I explain life and death to you in like one moment?" Like,
how can I explain the madness of lineups?
Yeah, how? Like, I've told people before on the pod, like, I now just find myself going to the bathroom at specific times, like. When the alarm goes off, it's for my bathroom break, not for lineups, obviously. Like,
that's my phone telling me at 1:15
to
today.
Poop.
It's time to poop, not check lineups.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Do you want to take our final question?
Oh yeah, this is a good one. This is from Honest. He says, I can't recall if this has been discussed. If so, ignore. We're not ignoring, don't worry.
Yep.
Who are some of your favorite Barclays men, player from the Barclays Premier League era? Goal.com defines a Barclays men is not just any footballer from a period, and notably, it does not include Premier League superstars such as Cristiano Ronaldo or Thierry Henry. Rather, it is a term that is exclusively used to describe players whose impact, appearance, or essence influenced fan culture and encapsulated the era. Ooh. So for me, it took me a bit, but I say it's Mario Balotelli for me.
I like that.
He's kind of a shithead, but I loved it.
Why always me? One of the greatest moments ever. Even like him in preseason when he did that random heel flick attempt at the goal and Mancini just immediately took him off. Like,
he's just a baller, man. Like, he just didn't give a shit.
Yeah. That's a great answer. I don't even know what answer I'd give for this. Like,
a bit of disadvantage. You were at the pub.
Yeah,
when this one came in. Like, this is a late one.
Yeah, this was a very late question. I'm just like wondering. So it has nothing to do with like being good at football. It's just like the character that they were.
It helps that they were good.
It helps that they were good. So basically, just characters.
Yeah,
in the league.
Like Mario, like he got away with it because he was also pretty good.
I feel like I'm just gonna naturally just gravitate towards like Chelsea players and stuff like that.
Oh, that's fine.
Like a Didier Drogba, like. I feel like my answers for this are so shit now. I'm thinking like Demba Ba, like Cheek Tiote. I'm trying to think of like older players and stuff like that. Man, I've got such a... You know what? I'm just going to go Kante. One of the cutest smiles around. One of the hardest workers in the Prem. There you go. That's my answer. He's legit got one of the best smiles ever. You see him smile and you're just like, oh, like, yeah, that's my answer. Anyways, I think that's it. Yeah, those are the questions, and that is the pod. Sweet. A bit of a quick one. Well, kind of. How'd you enjoy it?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come back again?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So. we next time we definitely get more bears as well. This was a lot of fun with bears. Like, bears wins bears. Yeah. Before we sign off, Andrew, do you have any final words? Anything you want to say? Add? I never even let you did your like a fan introduction thing or whatever. Like where you're from, what do you do, this and that. Do you want to tell the people, or do you just want to tell them come to the Discord, or I don't know?
Come to the Discord.
There you go.
Yeah, you gotta send us a message to get in the Discord.
Any final thoughts you want to leave the listeners with?
Thoughts? If anyone's playing against me, please stop beating me. No,
Stop,
I got nothing.
Stop! He's
Please
dead already.
Stop! Like, stop the count. I have to do gifts for the next 2 days? No,
Yeah.
not even. Yeah, I've got GIF only in a chat for today and tomorrow.
Shortest punishment ever.
This is the best week to have it.
Yeah, it really is.
That's all for me though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have to come to the Discord to figure out who I am. That's just what it's gonna be.
Cool. From me, it's just the same thing Ross always used to say. Have fun. It's just a game. Don't take it seriously. Especially during this congested period. If you are having a shit game week or you've lost a bunch of matchups, it doesn't matter because it's gonna be a fresh one in a couple of days, right? So yeah, just enjoy it while it lasts, because as I've also said before, the worst time is actually the summer when there's no fucking football at all. So
a long season, so even if you take a couple losses in a row, I'm in first in my home league, and that's the one I care about the most because it's the most money into it.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter because I'm still up by 1, and it's 38 game weeks.
Yep.
A lot of football.
There you go. Be patient. Cool. All right, listeners, that should be it. We're kind of going back into a bit of a regular schedule again, I guess. We'll do a Sunday waiver pod. It might be solo because I think Ryan is still on vacation, but he should be back for the Tuesday pod. So thank you to all the mod appearances. And you know what? I will also take a quick opportunity to thank you, Andrew, specifically, for being one of our fantastic mods in the spaces. You're one of the first few to always hype up anything, retweet, plug, yeah, I don't know. Your energy is infectious. You're amazing to be around. Honestly, it's a pleasure to have you in the Discord, part of the family. Thank you for everything that you do. The effort that you put in, to help manage the community that we run, the Discord that you were mentioning about earlier as well. Yeah, I don't know. There's infinite things I can just say thank you for everything that you do for us.
It's great to see it grow, and especially in the past 14 or so months that I think I joined early last season, and it's really exploded. And
yeah,
every day we're just surprised that people still come in.
yeah.
But it's a very good community, and there's some good information, but a lot of good bants.
Yeah, the vibes are high.
Vibes are so high, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah. We didn't even talk about the game.
Which game? Oh, the Brighton Fulham game. Oh, we can talk about it. I mean, we kind of did talk about it.
Okay,
we talked about the fan sliding, giving the shithousery.
Okay, but
it will be being great. You want to talk about your Maddie?
Yeah, he had 11 ghost points, and I refuse to let this own goal hurt me and him.
What if I told you that the points basically just came from set pieces? He did nothing else. He genuinely did nothing else, Drew.
I disagree.
That's fine. I'm saying, I witnessed it firsthand. I'm telling you. Okay, I mean, listen, you watching it on the TV is different to watching it on the game as well. The angles that you see as well. Mm-hmm. I will agree with that. But from where I was sat and what I saw, to me, it just seemed like he had set pieces that they were good set pieces. Don't get me wrong.
What if
I think his delivery was good. Yeah.
This is his floor, and he has so much more to grow from this. And this right here is the floor. 11 ghost points. Without the fitness.
Yeah.
Without being I think the injuries kind of cut him behind a couple steps, and he's still growing into The pace.
Yeah.
What if? What do you think happens? 101
So
next season? Thank you, sir. That's it.
round 1? No way. Fuck off. No, the thing is, I think you bring up a good point in terms of the floor with the set pieces. If he is allowed to keep them, then yes, I agree, it's great. Listen, I do think he can get better, but it'll
This
take
is
time.
Second Premier League game.
Yeah.
And he had all of them.
Yeah, he did.
And that wasn't like a B squad for Brighton. Like they had Matoma out there, they had Joao Pedro, they had a S2. Like they had some guys that they rely on.
Yeah.
And he's taken those pieces over them. So I mean, hey, sky's the limit. Second game.
But if you take that away, let's say he doesn't get a monopoly on the set pieces. We'll you know what? We'll take it one game at a time. Listen, the thing is, it's what's crazy is like I tell people is like our Discord is like it's got such a great hype around Matt O'Reilly, and like me, I own him nowhere, and I'm just like I don't know where to like stand on like which side of the fence do I stand on, sort of thing, right? Like no. I would love for him to go off and like to be a genuinely great asset, but I want to give it more time. And it's the same thing like you said, like in terms of the fitness and stuff like that. Like I think he needs time to properly bed into the league, like to get used to the physicality. He does look a little out of sorts, a little like
looks a little bit behind,
fish out of water sort of thing, right? So
but I think his awareness and his other skills are so high that once the fitness catches up, you're going to be like, okay, all right, Andrew this whole time was right. And
dead.
No, but I mean, he let a few balls like go right by him, and was just very unselfish, and put it in better spots for his teammates. And he had a little bit of goal threat tonight. He didn't get it. It was a blocked shot, but like, hey, the man could have like a really good night.
Oh, I touched one of his key passes.
You did.
It was the
How dare you leave that until now? This is an hour and 28 minutes in.
Yeah, no one is listening to this right now. So it was the Adingra shot. The shot basically came straight at me, and I just went slap
like Rosie. But you guys were actually pretty close.
No, this was like early on into the game.
Yeah.
I think Mario, this was like his first key pass of the game. Like the shot basically went just over the crossbar or something like that.
Okay,
we were sat right behind the goal.
Up. Yeah, you were really close.
The second one was something else. Yeah. I don't know where that ball went.
Adingra sent that one.
Yeah. But so it was Mario
streamed.
Yeah. Oh. I'm sorry.
Give me 6. It wasn't.
Oh, that's not bad.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, he could have also scored an own goal.
That would have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been really bad. But yeah, listen, I hope things work out for Mario. But I think it wouldn't surprise me if people, want to see more. They want a bit more evidence, because that's how like fantasy managers operate, right? A lot of people don't like to bank on the ifs and maybes, the potential. People want to see a bit of form, and then they're like, okay, you know what, this guy is the real deal, sort of thing. And I completely get where you're coming from, because this is how I was like about Njai this season as well. It's like I see the player, I see what I like, I think like he is capable of great things or whatever. Sure, he's not gonna smash it every fucking game, but eventually when things click, he's gonna drop some good fucking scores. So
and then you're gonna sit there and be like, yes, that's my boy.
I was never on it, I was never off it. I was just witnessing things from the outside. That's all I was doing.
I think if you don't have Matty right now, you're not trying to buy him. You probably want to get a little piece of the pie, but those owners aren't going to sell him either, because if they saw tonight and they actually watched, they're like, okay, I see a lot of room for growth, and just from set pieces alone, like 11 ghost points.
Yeah.
let's get some real movement under his belt. Hey, we get a real player here.
So I'm hoping that he gets benched this weekend so I can potentially get him at a affordable price.
How many minutes he played tonight? Like 70-ish?
60, 70 it felt like? Yeah. Something like that.
He
Maybe
could make
closer to 70.
He can make the start.
Potentially, yeah.
And just like another 65.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Eh.
But again, I'm hoping for this from a selfish perspective.
Yeah, you're selfish.
So I can get him on a low. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you're looking to buy him in IGL where he's stacked. I get it.
That would be my mid four. See? Thank you. All right. Okay, we've rambled on long enough. Listeners, we will catch you on the next episode. Until next time, peace.